Okay, I'm going to do a video specifically on storage, okay? And it's because I've had some run-ins as far as storage as well as other people that I've known. Storage, alright? Short term, even though if you're doing short term and stuff, you kind of want to have your items stored properly. Now, storing properly would be if you got a very expensive action figure or a very expensive coin, you want to make sure it's secured where no one's going to be able to break into your house or wherever you have it and steal it. All right, so whether that's have them in storage lockers or whatnot, it's on you. You got to make sure you have a secure place for your collectibles. All right, they're collectibles, which means money, you know. But you also want to make sure that it's in a right climate. Okay, we had some Pepsi bottles, Shaquille O'Neal Pepsi bottles that were from Florida that my dad and I had picked up, and basically we had it in a shed that was in the back that belonged to the property owner. We were renting the house, and what ended up happening was the bottom of the shed had termites, and we didn't know. We just stored the stuff in there. Long story short, termites destroyed the bottom of the shed, and they got into the Pepsi bottles and all kinds of stuff. Oh, we lost so much stuff on there because we just assumed it was safe. We didn't go in there and check. Thought, you know, all right, it'd be fine, all right. So we lost thousands of dollars worth of items. Luckily, we were able to salvage some stuff, but it's just one of those things that we weren't aware of. We didn't think too much into it. It's just something that I wish I looked further into, made sure that the shed was more secure than what it was, and the climate. All right, I've seen people who have collected stuff and they had it in a moist atmosphere. Okay, it had comics in a moist atmosphere. Comics were inside comic sleeves and everything, but moisture got into it and literally destroyed their entire collection. Like 10,000 plus comics, just absolutely destroyed. I don't even know how much the guy lost, but it's one of those things that, you know, he had everything set up right except for where he had placed it, where he had stored it. All right? And God, that guy was like devastated, you know. He didn't have it insured or anything, so pretty much he was just out of all that money. So it's really important, like extremely important, that when you're collecting stuff that you have it stored and have it stored properly. Some things, like if you're collecting rocks, you don't really have to worry about moisture, all right? But if you're collecting comics, you got to worry about moisture. So some things you kind of got to keep that in mind and stuff. What around you can damage, you know, your collectibles. So that's just something to keep in mind, and hopefully you'll store things properly. And of course, you know, if this does well, I'll start getting further in depth into storing and stuff, and I'll show you how I store some of my stuff.